Morning folks, it's Nick here. It's start of day 27. I'm in a place called Lecce, L-E-Z-H-E, in Albania, staying in a Hotel Jurgen. This is the room. It's got a couple of beds and a wet room. Today's plans have changed slightly. I was considering going to Fiese, I think it is. There's a lake and there's actually a river run down a 4-hour trip on a ferry. But just thinking about it, it's going to be a little bit difficult to justify the day. It's 220 kilometers to the start point, and if the roads are anything like the SH6 yesterday, it would take a day to get there. And if I missed the ferry at 1 PM, I'd have to backtrack again. So I'm heading off to Dubrovnik, so that means crossing through Montenegro into Croatia, so I'm hoping that works well. The folk here are really friendly. We had some real fun chatting with Google Translate, to the extent that just as I was leaving, or am leaving just now, the owner gave me a bottle of water and yep, hard-boiled egg. No idea where I'm going to put that. No suggestions, thank you. Anyway, going to hit the road. Hopefully the microphone will work today. I'll see you in a while. Just leaving the town of Lecce. I don't know whether the audio is working or not. I hope it is. Had a nice night's rest in a little Hotel Jurgen. Even got a hard-boiled egg for my journey this morning. Heading off to Dubrovnik now, to a campsite where I'm hoping to pitch the tent for 3 nights to enable me to do some sightseeing around Dubrovnik, but also try and do a bit of the YouTube editing as well. The continuing luggage saga. Plenty of gap there, but counterintuitively, the more you take out, the worse it gets, because it loses its shape. And on a very bumpy road, it wants to drag on the tyre, just that bottom corner. So I've put another strap to pull it up, and my wife will probably be watching this. She said, "I told you so, you should have got the right luggage before you started." Yes, I know, I'll never live it down, but I didn't. It should have worked, it looked like it would work, and it's nothing, I mean, I'm using the shad rail rack, so that looks okay in its own right. It's not designed for the Lomo bags, but it seemed to do the trick, so I was hoping it would do the trick. Oh, that's hard work!
Yeah, it is!
Seems to be take your bike for a walk alley, this one. Don't exactly know where Garmin's taking us. Again, it seems to be a curvy route, a bit of a gratuitous curvy route, just to avoid that bit of main town stretch. River. A railway crossing, mountains, blue skies. No rain, what else can you ask for? An earlier start, it's gone 10. I'm aiming for a campsite in Mlini, which is I think it's 10 kilometers from Dubrovnik, but there is a bus that runs every 30 minutes, 100 meters from the campsite, so that sounds quite good, into Dubrovnik. They don't take reservations, so I've got to make sure I get there in time, but they said they've got plenty of space. It is such a pleasure riding in the sun and dry. Further updates later.
Oh, there's no rail, and so it feels particularly narrow.
I just stopped to do a bit of maintenance on the mirrors because they were coming loose, and it's quite unusual, but they're both size 14mm, so one locks against the other. You loosen the top one, get the mirror in the right position according to the bottom one, and then tighten the top one on top of it. But luckily I've got a small ratchet anyway, so get away with it. But that should be okay now. I don't know whether you can hear me, but on the top there is what looks like an old fortress. Not sure what town we're in. Oh, no, it's not going to tell me. 12 kilometers from Montenegro. On the left is a big hotel built on an outcrop. We've got nice views. And on the right, I don't know whether that's a modern, well, the blue glass is, but whether it's built into an ancient construction, I don't know. What ancient? Historical. Okay, hopefully you can hear this. So the deal is, I drove up this little tiny alleyway. I've given my passport and the registration document to the people, and they've said, right, okay, bring the motorcycle up now. What? I've stopped for lunch in a little town in Montenegro, but it must be the slowest restaurant ever. Anyway, I've got pasta carbonara for lunch. I had a sneaky look on Google Maps and it says I've still got 4 hours to go. I don't know how that's going to work out, but anyway,
Bon appetit.
Hoping you can hear me. On our way to Kotor. Shouting in case. Got 3 years, which colour?
Topped up with petrol, 337 for 10 litres, and just reset the trip on that. This tunnel is 1.67 kilometres long, and I have a feeling that's my tyre noise you can hear. Weird. No, I don't think it can be. And yet more stunning scenery. I think this could be the start of the city, the walled city of Kotor. It is, yeah. So it's inaccessible by car. You have to dismount and get in. I'm not really dressed for the occasion, which is a bit of a shame, but it truly is a beautiful city in there. If you do get a chance to come down to Montenegro, or this part of the world, then Montenegro is definitely worth seeing. Big cruise ship in. All the bikes parked. It is a beautiful city. Check it out on the internet. I might be making this up, but I think Game of Thrones, the dragons dungeon thing was it here? Somewhere else. You can walk the wall as well. There is a path along there. Okay, so that's Kotor. Really is very blustery. Here it is from the other side of the bay. You look at the scenery, I'll watch the road. That was a brief diversion. Beautiful city, keep saying that. Look at the backdrop. Still working my way round from the town to Inflating, which is where the ferry is. So taking a while. Very little road like this, and there's cars in front of this van, so there's no point overtaking this van because they're in exactly the same position that traffic coming the other way. But Kotor was definitely worth a stop just to have a look at. And just as you think it can't get any worse, a bus comes the other way. Can't imagine how he's going to get through. So I'm thinking this is the ferry, one of these. Don't know where you buy tickets. Hello, ticket for a motorcycle, please. How much? One motorcycle. Thank you. Hello. Okay. So we're just coming into the Croatian border again. We've been here once already. Hello. This is the full passport straight on. Okay. This looks a bit more serious. I don't think we'll get through here as quickly. See if I can join the other bikes. Okay, so we're through both sides now. They were just interested in the passport, that was all. 28k to destination. Estimated time of arrival is 17:53. Might just do it. Okay, so here's the deal. There is room. It's very busy. I'm going down where the cyclists and motorcyclists are. Looks